Welcome back. In Google ADK, your agent has a working memory that is designed to disappear. Today, I'm showing you exactly how sessions and state work, so you can build agents that actually keep up with the conversation. The coffee shop analogy. Think of short-term memory in Google ADK like a conversation at a coffee shop. The session. This is the table you're sitting at. As long as you stay at the table, the conversation lives here. The events. This is the recording of everything said back and forth. The state. This is a small notepad on the table where you write down key facts, like the user's name or their order. But here's the catch. The moment you leave the shop, the table is cleared and the notepad is shredded. That is a session in ADK. How it works. Inside the code, this is handled by the SessionService. ADK gives you 3 ways to store this temporary memory. In-memory, fast, but it wipes if your server restarts, best for testing. Database-backed, keeps the chat alive even if the power goes out. Vertex AI Session, let Google Cloud handle the storage for you. The most important part, the state. Unlike a long transcript, state is a clean list of variables. If your agent asks, "What's your favorite color?" it saves blue to the state. Now, the agent doesn't have to reread the whole chat to remember that. It just looks at its notepad. Why it resets? Why not just keep everything forever? Because AI models have a context window, basically a limit on how much they can think about at once. ADK keeps your agent fast and cheap by separating. Short term, the session. What's happening now? Long term, memory service. What happened yesterday? If your agent is forgetting things inside a single chat, your session service isn't configured correctly. If it's forgetting things between 2 different chats, that's normal. You need a memory service for that. To wrap it up, remember the 3 S's. Session, the container for the chat. State, the notepad for key details. And storage, where that session lives, RAM or database. Stop trying to force the session to remember things from last week. Use it for the here and now. The setup code, top left of image. Now, let's translate that 3-box layout into the actual code to initialize our agent. Step 1, set up session service. We initialize our in-memory session service. This is what creates the RAM table to hold our data. Step 2, create agent. We define the agent, the barista in our example. We must specifically instruct the model to remember key details in state. Step 3, connect agent with session service. We connect everything using the runner. This is what ties the agent directly to the session memory. Setup is done. The agent is running. Let's look at how the data actually flows when a user starts a conversation. Start or resume a session. We first call create session. This is step A. We create our unique user ID, and this blue arrow visually represents sitting down at the table. This table is now our established session context. Step B, the user sends the message, "Hi, my name is Alex." This message becomes an event. ADK automatically tracks this conversation thread, linking the purple event to our session table. Now, here is the most important part of the memory process, updating the state. We don't reread the transcript. We look at step C. We first read the current notepad, the state, then we update it. We save Alex as the name, latte as the order, and blue as the favorite color. Step C concludes when we save that state back into the session service. The key variables are now locked on the notepad, the state, not lost in the transcript. So the final takeaway, notice that your agent isn't trying to remember everything, it is efficiently remembering structured facts using state. That's the entire secret to ADK memory. Now, quick note, if you're using ADK Web UI, you don't see any of this code. Sessions are handled automatically behind the scenes. All 3 of these, in-memory, database, and Vertex AI, use the exact same pattern. Same agent, same runner, same state logic. The only thing that changes is where your session lives. Session service, the first block of the code. But even with all this, your agent still forgets everything when the session ends. That's by design. Sessions handle the present. not the past. So, how do you make your agent remember across days, users, and conversations? That's where long-term memory comes in, using Vertex AI Memory Bank, which handles consolidation and recall. That's the next video. Stay tuned.